Thanks for joining me. I'm going to continue looking at some metal zines, and we're going to start off with Bells of Acheron, issue 4. This is a black and white zine focused on the more extreme underground bands of the black and death metal scene. And I am pretty sure they are based out of Colombia, but South America for sure. I actually bought this at Futark Records in Toronto, which is, at this time, the only all-metal store in the city. And you should check it out. Unrestrained. This is an issue from 1999. Death and Sepultura on the cover right after Max left. I always liked Unrestrained's review section. I just found it reliable and interesting. There's some magazines you only read the reviews. Oh, but look at the cover there. You got the writing staff, Adrian Bromley, rest in peace, and there's Chris Bruni, the head of Profound Lore. He used to do some writing for this magazine back in the day. Okay, some more old Metal Maniacs. This is Slayer on the cover with COC, Cynic, Testament, Overkill. As much as Metal Maniacs seem to have like big bands on the cover, for a magazine that you could get in the bookstores and the convenience stores back in the day, they sure did put in the underground stuff wherever they could. This was probably around the time of Divine Intervention, so what was that? 1994. This is one of my older copies of Metal Maniacs. This is 1993. Slayer on the cover again. Carcass. And then someone I'm kind of surprised to see. You got Rage Against the Machine and White Zombie. Nice. Typo Negative on the cover. And I keep finding the old Columbia House ads. Again, as I said before, it's kind of gone down in history as a scam, but it was an awesome deal. I wish it was still around. This was 1995. So this was probably after Bloody Kisses, but they toured forever. They kept getting bigger and bigger in the years after Bloody Kisses. And Sepultura on the cover. $1994. Let's take a look at the reviews, see if there's anything interesting. I used to really like the mail columns. It's kind of interesting reading them, actually. We all tell ourselves that life right now is so politicized, everything is, and it wasn't like that back in the day. But if you go back to magazines when they had the writing, just the back and forth about all the same issues they're talking about today, it was just still definitely left, right, split, both sides saying the exact same thing they're supposed to say. Yeah, nothing's changed. But what was I looking for, though? The reviews. Nail Bomb, Unleashed, Meat Hook Seed. Also, in these magazines, they had the shorts column, which was basically, you know, a couple hundred little advertisements or people looking for pen pals or companionship somehow. I always remember this Anathema picture. Again, really young back in the old days. There's Metal Maniacs with Biohazard and Cannibal Corpse. It says Cannibal Corpse Rockstars. I guess that was probably in the fallout from the Ace Ventura movie. King Diamond, Solitude Eternus, Memento Mori. That was a good one. And an older, but newer than those issue is Metal Maniacs from 2007 with Brutal Truth and Manowar on the cover. Let's get back to some smaller zines. This is called Lucifer's Mirror. So I bought this fairly recently. I got this from Temple of Mysteries distro there. Occultation, Python, Hagzisa, Cults to Ghouls, Spite, Old Coven, Funeral Presence. No pictures, but just some interesting interviews with some lesser known bands. Where is this based out of? I don't know, but I want to guess Canada. Crypts of Eternity. Issue 7. Exhumation. Taphos. Who's that? That's Bastum. Some festival recaps. Is that Spectral Lore? But yeah, you know what? This is the only issue I've ever bought by this one, but looks good. I need to find some more. Zero Tolerance with Dark Throne. Zero Tolerance with Carcass. Gotta look at the rest of my Bardo methodologies. This one here. Issue 7. Gospel of the Horns. Black Witchery. Antediluvian. Atlantean Codex. Mortis. Monumentum. Hex Vessel. Bardo methodology. I think this is issue number 1. Bolzer. Ryan Forster. Titan Blood. Thorndom. Magua. Bardo methodology issue 2. Bobby Beausoleil. Chris Hades. Manila Road. Master's Hammer. Ram. Impale Nazarene. Okay, my last one, I think I said there was only one, but I guess there's 2. This is a Bardo Archivology. So again, to my recollection, digital material published. Arcalian Oracle, Niflheim, Morbid, Abigor, Akitsa, Ride for Revenge, Deathspell Omega. I could go on and on. So if you haven't got the point already, you need to get these. You can find them. They are a work of art in their own right. I need to, I always don't take the best care of my stuff. I need to get my Bardos and just kind of isolate them somewhere. Immolation on Decibel. Exodus. Cave In. At the Gates. Amun Ra. Carcass. Midnight. I got this, The Story of Metal, another one of those where, you know, the wife's at the grocery store and thinks it's perfect. And, you know, I always appreciate it, but definitely not telling me anything I don't already know. And a somewhat recent issue of Terrorizer, despite being 10 years old. Paradise Lost and Lacuna Coil on the cover. And what is the album of the month? Corrections House, 9 out of 10. That's it. Thanks for watching.